What's up, everybody? Got another Gaming After Work podcast here. Got the homies Billy and Wade here. Welcome, guys. So we got some ish to talk about now. We got the Xbox event, the Nintendo Direct Mini, and then we got some smaller but goody things, Apex, Pokemon Go stuff, yada yada yada. So let's jump right into this Xbox event. It was about an hour-ish long, maybe a little bit longer than that. And I don't know about you, Wade, but I would say they did not start off on the strongest foot. If you believe that as well?
I mean, they did what they did. I don't think it was incredible, but I think it was acceptable, which is a horrible thing to say, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the start of it was Halo Infinite. So they started with Halo, and reading around and looking at what other people were thinking about it to make sure I wasn't the only one that thought about it. This next gen console gameplay that they showed us literally looked like it was straight off the 360. Like,
it did not look that bad.
It come on now. It looked very bad. And if you were watching it on YouTube, there was it looked like there was like a 2 to 3 second lag. Like, it was terrible. Like, you had to switch to Twitch or one of the other Facebook or whatever outlets they had. The YouTube stream was just dog shit. Which may or may not have been their fault, but it made it a little hard to watch. And that's in 1080p, and just the way that Halo looked, not appetizing, if that's the best word to put. But on the bright side, to say the games, not in any specific order that are in it, there's actually quite a few. It actually, think it might have been maybe a few more than the PlayStation lineup. I'm not 100%, but I believe it is. The Halo Infinite, State of Decay 3, which didn't have any gameplay, just had a really cool little mini movie that it played. Fable, which I did not see that shit coming at all, but I'm super pumped because I played 1, 2, and 3, even though they were, Fable. But it'll fingers crossed. Hopefully it's good.
Mm-hmm.
You have Everwild, which looked pretty good. Still no gameplay. Tell Me Why looked kind of interesting. It reminded me like Telltale-ish type of game where it's, not where it's like choose your own adventure type thing, but just the way the story was set up and how they transitioned from story to gameplay to story, I thought was interesting. You have Outer Worlds DLC. Say if I say this right, Paralon Gorgon, I think is the title of that DLC.
Sounds good to me.
Which will be coming for Xbox to start, and then later go to Switch and stuff like that. From what I understand, Grounded. They showed more gameplay of that. It actually, surprisingly, the second time after looking at this gameplay, it actually looks kind of interesting. So I might take a peek at that. I know this is the one that Billy was a little excited about after taking a peek at. I think it was the how do you say it? Avowed.
Avowed.
My bad. Yeah. My English. My English ain't the best. Calm down.
And you're the one that went to school.
Hey man, I didn't take English. I took English all the way up until I had to and was done. But yeah, no, Avowed looked pretty cool. It if you saw
my god.
If you saw the little gameplay that they showed, I'm hoping it's gameplay. It looked like the dude had an enchanted sword and then pulled off some like Doctor Strange time stone magic spell. It looked pretty cool.
It kind of felt like
Skyrim.
Like a Skyrim reboot.
Yeah.
That's literally what they're calling
like
it.
The vibe I got from it. And I mean, Good.
I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'll dabble with it.
Well, yeah,
I
anything
mean-
Skyrim related, you're gonna take a peek at. So I mean, I'm not worried.
This is facts. Big facts.
I mean, shit. They aren't actually doing anything with Skyrim except for ESO, and ESO looks like it was made 10 years ago.
Dude, ESO is still great. I'm playing it religiously right now. Chill.
You're talking about the 360 port? Is that what you're talking about?
Maybe. I don't know. It's pretty vibey on PC. I don't know about you console plads, but
It looks terrible on console.
yeah,
It is rough.
Console's not a good time. Sorry for
Yeah.
that game.
Yeah, it could be it could be better. But next we got As Dusk Falls. Looked pretty interesting. Psychonauts 2. Didn't really play it, but it looked okay. And then this one, I know you guys were licking your lips. Destiny 2 DLC Beyond Light. Is this a brand new one, or is this a one that's already been in the works? They just haven't released it yet.
Brand new,
So-
baby.
Yeah, brand new.
Brand spanking new.
It's their big fall update. Just like we've had Shadowkeep last year, and it's not called Dreaming City, but the year before.
Forsaken.
Yeah, that one.
Do you call yourself a Destiny player? Unacceptable, Wade.
But yeah, so like this is the big yearly update. Usually
Yep.
brings the most content out of anything.
Yep.
So I'm really
And-
looking forward to it.
Yeah,
They
and the bright side,
gameplay trailers, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
and
I'm
if you're lucky enough to have Game Pass, guess what? You get that DLC included.
yeah, for free. Or
Yeah.
I guess it's not technically for free, but yeah, included.
Yeah.
Which
Also,
is insane.
on that, it's not just Beyond Light, Wade. It's also Forsaken and Shadowkeep. You get. For
I know.
It's nuts.
I don't
It's
know.
all of them. Yeah.
They are sunsetting a lot of old content, which is something that you have to keep in mind.
Mhm.
Because technically you are not getting all of the old content. You're kind of getting a
Last Wish is still fine. No, you're fine.
dumbed down version of all the old content. But in reality, you aren't losing that much.
No.
Like there's still
Mhm.
a lot there.
Yeah. So yeah, we're getting some pretty cool DLC for Destiny, which is cool. That'll give Wade something to play for a while.
I give it like a month, and then he'll hate it.
Yeah, that's about how every fall update goes.
That's why your name is Hype Train.
Next, we got a brand new Warhammer game, which they made this cinematic look pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie,
I'm down. The last
It looks-
Warhammer game was awesome.
it looked pretty cool, didn't
So-
it? I mean, this might be the first Warhammer game that I get involved in. Like I haven't played any of them, but this one I
Yeah.
might actually get involved in.
Yep.
Tetris Effect Connected. So it's just another Tetris game that adds
Yeah,
some multiplayer stuff and
it's an update to Tetris Effect. So if you really like Tetris and you really like bright colors,
Mhm.
yeah, they have a game for you.
bright colors.
Another game they got is called The Gunk.
The fuck?
Looks like an indie game. Yeah, the gameplay, you're rolling around with a gun that sucks up gunk, and you.
It looked weird.
It looks like an indie game. So
You're like exploring a new planet, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, cool. And then there's this gunk that starts taking over and destroying things, and you have to kind of work your way through. And
it's like-
gross.
the next one we got is called The Medium. Looked okay. Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis. It's another. I think that's a JRPG. That they got, and then that was all of the games. But a little minute details that they kind of showed was 22 of these games are going to be available at launch, and 5 of the games that are on here are specifically made just for the Xbox Series X. So they will not be out on the Xbox One or the 360 if they're still doing that, which I doubt. But specifically just for the Xbox Series X. And I forgot to mention Halo, State of Decay, Grounded, the Destiny 2 and the DLC. And I think there's a couple more that I'm forgetting are all going to be out on the Game Pass. So if you have the Game Pass, you will not have to buy it. They will be released on that when they come out. So that's also something to be aware. But
on a side note, are we playing Halo, boys? Because I can play with you because it's crossplay.
Yes,
I mean,
we are playing Halo.
Very good.
graphics look shitty. I'll probably give it a month and then be over it.
Hey, chill. We'll play through the story. We'll meme around. It'll be fine. We'll find rocks and we'll punch them. It's fine. Okay.
I know, I'm just
baby.
I'm just messing around. It's Halo. I'll play it. I'm not gonna bullshit. But that's all I got for the Xbox event. Wade, do you got anything on it after watching it?
No.
Okay. Don't
somewhat
pump fake.
disappointing.
It
wasn't
was
great.
Yeah, I mean, they did have more console exclusives than Sony, but I wish we got more gameplay than what they actually showed us. It was too many mini movies out there.
I didn't
Too
watch
many
it at all.
movies.
I was dead
Hey, man.
asleep when this
Hey,
was
man.
going on.
Watch it. You watch it. All right. The next thing we got was the Nintendo Mini Direct. So this it's about an 8-minute long mini direct that they had on a few things that are going to get released within the next couple months. It was 4 games, 4 or 5-ish games specifically. One of them is a game that's already out, the Cadence of Hyrule. It's kind of like your Zelda game that brings in everybody from that universe and like deals with music and whatnot. I didn't play it, but apparently it's got a huge following and it's getting 3 new DLC packs. The first one is a character pack that gets 2 brand new characters to the series and then a couple old ones. Which one of them was included Dark Link, which I thought was pretty cool. The second DLC is a melody pack, which adds new songs and stuff like that. I think it was like 100 and something new songs they're adding. And the third and final DLC pack is Symphony of the Mask, which basically brings the Mask character and he uses his special ability, and each mask he has gives him different powers and stuff like that. So that will get so the first DLC was released last week when it came when the direct came out, so it was already out right now, and the other 2 are going to be released on a later date. They didn't have a specific date for it, but will be out soon. It'll be out before October 23rd because that's when the full version of the game and the DLC are going to be released. The next one, Rogue Company, got a little bit of love on the Nintendo Direct. Basically, the easiest way I can put it is it looks like the stepchild of Valorant, CSGO, and games of that nature. Requires you to buy money or use money to buy your weapons, your gear, and your powers and shit like that. So we'll talk about it more later.
Do you want to talk about it now?
Nah, we'll come back to it. We'll come back to it.
Wait a second, talk about it.
The next game was WWE 2K Battlegrounds. So 2K went a whole entire different route since the 2K20 debacle happened when they rushed that game out. It was just a complete dumpster fire, a meme central for that game. So they said there's not going to be a WWE 2K21. They're going to do this Battlegrounds. It's kind of like a cartoony-ish game. Looks like they have huge heads and small bodies, and you're just, doing swanton bombs and 5-star frog splashes from like 20 million feet in the air. And, it looks like another meme game. You're just going to go around and, choke slam people off 2 top ropes and shit like that.
You love memes, dude.
It looks kind of, I don't know. It looks kind of fun. I'm not going to lie. But, and then, oh man, I don't even know if I should even attempt these names. Shin Megami Tensei. I don't know. I'm probably fucked that up. There's
some dude, some racial thing, man. Chill.
I apologize in advance if I did. So there's a third version of this game that's getting remade that they're doing, and then a brand new version, the 5th version, which is coming out. And I'm not going to attempt that name again, but it looks like another JRPG game. So if you like those things, take a peek at it or rewatch the Nintendo Mini Direct. You know what? I'll put a link for both the Xbox event and the mini direct link in the description below if you want to watch it yourself. All right. That's enough of that. So now we have some other news that Billy's going to take away about Apex. What do you got for us, Billy?
All right, Wade, what'd you think of the bundles we got in Apex?
So we got a whole bunch of like different bundles and shiz.
It's a fun time.
Um,
Spend money,
yeah,
guys.
it's good.
Yay.
Bringing back some old skins that everyone was wanting for. Mainly like the Wraith Voidwalker skin, which is really cool.
Please tell me you picked it up. Please tell me.
Yes, I did. I
Okay.
spent the whole $23 or $25 to buy the skin.
Thank you.
And then they had like other stuff where you could buy like a skin pack and it'd give you the skin pack and like a bunch of Apex. I don't know. They were really expensive packs. It was cool, but Lord, they were expensive.
It was the 70 one was worth it though, because it was only $50 and 70 packs, so you're saving $20. But
yeah,
yes,
like if
still
you were
expensive.
planning on spending money on Apex, it was worth it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But it was cool.
I got another heirloom out of it, so I'm chilling.
You
I got heirloom and I picked the Pathfinder gloves. I'm officially another Pathfinder man. What's up, boys?
all right? I'm done. You can finish talking about it. I give up.
Wade salt. But that's basically it for the Apex one. They just had a summer of plunder sale. Like Wade said, there's just a bunch of bundles. 3 of them had some exclusive skins. 3 of them had, actually 2 of them had 2 charms that were exclusive to this with a bunch of Apex packs. R301 skin it's okay. It's a blue. Not bad. It's a clean gold skin. But again, like what he said, everyone was sought after the Voidwalker because people have been complaining that it needs to come back, which I was one of those people, and I'm super happy it came back because by far it's the best race skin in the game. You can fight me on that one.
Yeah, that's cool.
Maybe I would say the Airship Assassin variant is cool, and maybe one of the bald race skin variants is cool up there, but definitely for uniqueness, Voidwalker is hella up there. Also in Apex, I just was talking to Wade earlier before the cast. They are actually hinting at changing the second map, World's Edge, so we might not get a new map in Season 6, which I am going to be upset if we don't, because I'm sick of World's Edge, and I'm getting sick of Kings Canyon again. So, yeah. That's the Apex news.
Yeah, the storyline, like, path that we've been doing finished last week or 2 weeks ago. So a little while ago, but still fresh. Definitely one of the best ways that they've done a season in Apex by far. Kept people engaged and stuff. So they keep doing it. I'm down.
Yeah. Let's go on a brighter side where Wade and I are more focusing on Pokemon Go. We haven't talked about a mobile game. We haven't talked about a mobile game on the cast, I think, ever. I think they've been non-existent. Am I wrong?
No, this is true. This is true.
I think we memed about it during like the game event where it's like best mobile game. Where we're like, oh, this is great. But Pokemon Go just had their big shabam event of Go Fest,
yearly event,
which was on the 25th and 26th, which was
last weekend.
Yeah, last weekend, which is very, very, very fun. I don't know about Wade, but I caught a lot of mans. Like I went through hundreds and hundreds of balls.
Yeah, we caught a lot. And then it was really cool. Because like everyone could participate in it. And it allowed you to like get a bunch of legendaries and stuff like that. So yeah, it was cool. I liked it. A lot of shinies. Your shiny chances were higher for catching Pokemon. So we got a lot of cool shinies and stuff like that. So
yeah, no, they had on first day they had it separated into first hour was friendship hour, second hour was fire, next was water, grass, and then raid hour, which was my favorite one because it gets Gibbles and Dratinis. And then the second day, I was gonna dread it, but I actually enjoyed it, was the Team Rocket day. That shit was a farm for Stardust.
Yeah,
Like,
because they'd spawn Team Rocket members on top of you all day long.
yeah, you'd beat a Team Rocket grunt, and by the time you beat that grunt, another grunt would be there, and they counted double, so you can get freaking the leaders, and then you can get leaders, and
A lot of Stardust.
A lot of Stardust. And they also gave you the 3 legendary birds and a Mewtwo at the end for the quest, which was really cool because I know me, Wade, and all of our group were really wanting those for, raids because, legendaries are apparently the only way to, do raids and shit. So that was the Pokemon Go thing. But also, actually, starting on the 31st through the 7th, is Dragon Week, which that's the big coup d'etat. Billy's saving up all his Pokeballs for it. And then they're doing 2 more weeks after that, but I don't remember what they're spawning.
Yeah, I think like Pokemon Go's been out for 4 years now, and I think this year has been the most like community-driven, productive year that they've ever held, which is really good.
True. Like it's crazy to have a fan base dedicated to not just a game for 4 years, but heavily invested into the game for 4 years, but also be a mobile game. It just blows my mind.
Pretty cool.
So we're just looking forward to the newer weeks and Mega's coming out. But on a different note, I never talk about the game, but Fortnite is having a cup. I don't know if it's out yet or it's happened. But it's for the new Galaxy skin, Wade.
Yeah, I think it's happening really soon here. So
yeah,
if you want to do it, do it.
Yeah, it's only on the Galaxy phones, which is a bummer. But Galaxy skin, Galaxy thing, makes sense. But I will say here and quote me forever, I think the Galaxy skin is the best line of skin in the game, even though there only is one, and now there's gonna be a girl version, and people are gonna go nuts for it. Definitely Fortnite's gonna make a pretty penny that night when they finally release it to the shop. So that's just a little bump from Fortnite that I got, but that's basically all I really got. Any other small gaming news, Wade or Sim, that you guys got?
No,
I got nothing.
All right, moving on to the game reviews. Sim, what we got about Paper Mario? The Origami King.
Yeah, Paper Mario. Not gonna lie, based off of what they showed in the previous Nintendo Treehouse that they held last month, it did pretty much show almost everything that was going to be in the game. The combat of the game is pretty easy and kind of the same. I mean, you're in a circle. Okay, well, I don't want to ruin it that much, but from what you have seen, you're in a circle, and you can either you can move the circle around clockwise, or you can move certain sections of the circle up and down. So there's that. It's okay. I thought it was going to be very heavily kid-based. I mean, there's a couple parts that I got stuck on where I'm like, how the hell would a 5-year-old or a 10-year-old kid figure this out? And currently I'm at the part where I'm trying to locate Peach in the castle, so I'm still early on into the game because I got stuck. But so far right now, I would say it's pretty fun. I let my buddy's kid play it. He's 7. I think he's 7. He's either 6 or 7.
He beat the game.
And no, I would have traded it in immediately if he did. Before me, I'd be upset. No, but he actually played it. He only asked me for help on one thing. And he actually got farther than me and I did my first half hour of playing it. But yeah, it seems pretty enjoyable for all ages, I can say. So if you haven't picked it up, pick it up. They did have GameStop didn't really make it publicized about it, but they should have. this game, they did give you 4 to 8 hours to test it. So if you wanted to play it and you didn't like it, you could trade it in back for your full money, but it would be, GameStop trading credit. So I'm pretty sure there's a lot of pre-owned copies out there that you can get for, I think at least if you use the right amount of coupons or you trade some games in, you can get it for a decent price. So I would recommend playing it if you are looking for a new Switch game to play.
Very good.
Next, Rogue Company. So I was fortunate enough to get a code to be playing it right now, and it's beta access. Right now, they only give you 7 of the playable rogues, as they call them. I have one that I use right now that I'm the best with. And I'm drawing a blank on his name right now.
Shitter.
He basically he's the armor guy, so he sets up a shield. It's like a huge shield that could literally block 3 people. It can shield 3 different people at a time, and it actually takes a lot of damage. He can also he totes around. So every character you have has their own weapon set. So you can't pick and choose weapons for each character. So like the character I use has an LMG and a shotgun. Other characters have SMGs or snipers and stuff like that. The one thing that kept me wanting to play it more, just because it was different and made it a little bit more not try-hardish, if you will, was so when you get to playing, there's you have to win 7 rounds. So you can be a total of 14 max or 13 max. So it's best of 7. Yes. So anyways, I'm trying to math right now, man. It's too late for that. So each round you get a certain amount of money on how good you do. So if you plant a bomb, kill everybody, you get about like 10 grand. And with that 10 grand, you can either buy your main weapons, which are 5,000 each. You can buy equipment, which is different for each character. So mine has a pistol as a side, a bat for melee, which you melee, it looks like Halo Lunge and any other melee that you can do for these games. C4 and I like to call it a trophy machine from like Call of Duty is what's the easiest way to give it a resemblance. And then underneath it, you have abilities or power ups, you can call them.
Perks.
So there's perks. That's probably the better way to put it. Ability just sounds better, but perks. So like it goes from having 25 plus armor on top of what you already have up to, your bullets do more damage to enemies' objects. So there's different ones that you can do. And the nice thing about it is once you buy it, you get to keep it for the entirety of the game until the game's over. So you don't have to constantly buy your main loadout, buy your equipment, buy your perks. You get it, you keep it. So it's kind of nice. It kind of keeps it at an even playing field, if that makes sense. So like if you have the other team that just straight went all perks, you focus on all guns, obviously you're going to dominate. And then when you get their guns and you're not focused on your perks, you're just leveling up your weapons. You have the more well-rounded team that has perks, equipment, and their main set of guns. And it's interesting. I like it. I'll probably be streaming it later. So
very good.
It's kind of got that round-based style, but it's more of an arcadey feel because it is third person.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. My bad. It is third person, and you can switch over the shoulder, which is a nice touch too.
Yeah, so it's a bit more casual. They have some cheesy shit in there, like one hit throwing axes and shit like that, which makes the game more fun.
Yeah, my bat maxed out was a one hit kill, which I thought was pretty funny. But that was from the back, so I don't know if it was like the Halo assassination. I don't know if it was like that because I wasn't paying attention. I thought it was just funny that this big dude in armor and shit just like Halo lunge 20 feet and just swung his bat, just took the guy out.
Gotcha.
I wish I would have clipped it.
Yeah, shit.
But yeah, no. So just to specify too, this game will be free to play, but they will have 3 paid options that you can do. So if you end up paying for any of them, so it's 15, 30, and 60, I believe is the Ultimate Edition. So just to tell you what the Ultimate Edition is, you get access to another closed beta before the free to play on a later date that they haven't specified. You get 8 extra playable rogues that you don't get to play right now. Oh, and an upcoming rogue that's a secret apparently. And then you get outfits, sprays, emotes, and unfortunately, it looks like they're kind of doing what Fortnite's doing. You get 1,500 rogue bucks.
Oh,
Rogue bucks, lol.
Yeah, that's what they're calling
Roblox?
it.
What,
Is
we
rogue
fucking
bucks.
Roblox?
So-
God damn, dude.
Yeah. So yeah, you can either support them. Is what I'm assuming that this is going to do is help support the game. You get $15, $30, and $60, and I'm assuming it's going to be free to play. I would assume they would do the same thing where you can, if you'd rather do the grind for it and unlock the characters, hopefully. But if they do the same thing that Rainbow Six did, I'm pretty sure people are gonna still buy the different rogues characters anyway. So
Everyone does that, so.
yeah, that's just the difference in the bundle. I figured I'd get that out there too. But do you have anything else on it, Wade?
No, it looks fun. Haven't played it though. I know a couple YouTubers have been trying it out. They seem to like it.
Yeah. I mean,
So we'll
if I can get my hands on another code, I'll shoot it to you.
Thanks, adult.
All right. For the last game review, we got Billy. Take it away.
Okay, it's not gonna be really of a big game review because there's a certain someone in this party that hasn't played it, and I personally haven't beat it. It's game of Ghost of Tsushima, aka Ghost of Tsushima. If you don't say it the second way, you do not deserve to play it. I gotta say, so nothing spoiled. Wade. It is very, very fun. I enjoy it. I don't know.
Yeah, I've seen a full playthrough, so you're not really spoiling much.
What? Why would you do this?
You ruined it for yourself?
You ruined it for yourself. It's game of the year.
man.
Calling it right now. But just I think the
Yeah.
combat is really fun. The showdowns are really cool. The customization is there. The roaming the map is there. The man ass is there. It's hilarious.
There's man ass.
There
That's
is.
true.
There is man ass. So whenever you go to the spas, you gotta yell man ass every time. It's a ritual of our group.
Gotta yell it.
Yeah, man ass. That's all I gotta say. But I'm only, like I said, about 8-ish hours into the game. I've almost beat the first island. I've been taking a pretty casual pace, like doing a story mission, doing a handful of side missions, and just exploring everywhere on the map just to, have fun. But no, it is a really beautiful game too. Like there's some sceneries that are top notch. So
Yeah, it is beautiful.
Yeah, if you have a PlayStation, it's definitely one of those games you should buy. It's kind of like a God of War kind of must-buy type of game. So Sim, buy it and play it, and slice and dice some kids in the dojo.
I don't have a PlayStation anymore, man.
Well, right, you sold that shit.
Yeah.
Because you're a pleb.
Yeah, you watch your effing mouth.
Okay,
You watch
box
your
guy.
effing mouth.
When you get the red ring
Hey.
of death, I'll come at you.
Hey, man, that hasn't happened in a long time. You watch it. If you jinx me, I swear I'm flipping everyone's desk. Everybody's desk getting flipped. If you don't got one, I'll tip your computer over. One of the two.
No. Not allowed to do that.
Either or, it's gonna
But-
happen.
A quick, just over it. It's just a good game. Because I'm still going through it. Wait, any more without like spoiling things on the game?
So a lot of people have compared it to like just Assassin's Creed.
It is
But
very
it's-
Assassin's Creed-esque. I would say there's some formats there.
It's more based around like actual sword fighting,
Yes.
which is really cool. Because like you can change your stances to counter different people. So the actual fighting aspect of the game is top notch.
Oh yeah,
In my
it's
opinion.
it's very good. And actually, funny enough, today I'll record this podcast on the 27th. Ghost of Tsushima actually just released a new difficulty, which I'm guessing is a harder difficulty.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. From what I saw on the normal difficulty, if you're a gamer, play on something harder than normal. Because from what I've seen, you kind of just slice through everyone like a goddamn ninja.
Oh yeah.
But
No, I'm on
I guess
normal
it
right
would be
now
good.
because I just want the story, but I'll probably go back and play on a harder difficulty because they have fun. But I just want the story right now. But that's Ghost of Tsushima. It's a very good game.
Tsushima.
Tsushima. Alright. Let's close this up, Sim. I gotta go somewhere.
All right, my bad, man. We'll end it on a end it here relatively quickly. So, Twitter questions is what we got here. So the first one, so I said, be honest. How many games do you own right now you have not beaten or plan on beating anytime soon? 0, which is at 25%. 1 to 2, which is 8.3%. 3 to 4, 8.3%, and 5 plus was 58.3%. I fell in that 5 plus percentile because I still have Toad Treasure Tracker that I haven't beat. I still have Zelda I haven't beat. I can't even count how many. There's so many I have that I haven't beat yet. It's insane. So, Billy, where do you fall at?
100% on the 5 plus. Like, if there was an option for like a 30 plus, that'd be me. I have way too many games that I buy, play for like a day, say, "Oh, this is a good game," but then immediately go back to my casual game. I play like Apex or fucking ESO. It's ridiculous.
Those games are poisonous. They're poisonous to
They
the rest of
are,
our
dude.
games.
Or Destiny, bro.
Yeah.
I'm always playing Destiny. I just started back up like 2 days ago. It's it's addicting again. I hate it.
Yeah. What about you, Wade? You fall in that category as well?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy enough.
Too many. Next question.
All right. Yeah, the next question was my fault. I didn't phrase it correctly because it sounds like a previous question that we've asked before.
God damn it, Sam.
So it was my bad. So I said, do you think it's okay to have a timer on in-game stores in your video games? So that was previously said. I should have been more specific. So
what does this mean?
So where I was going was the whole Valve situation where they have exclusivity for their items.
Like a playground?
Kind of. Where you have a certain amount of time to get this and you're never getting it again. It's gone. They're never going to bring it back, ever. So like that's what I was hearing. Yeah. Like stuff like that. So like I heard that the dragon stuff that they're not bringing that back. Is that wrong? Am I wrong on that?
100%. That thing is rotated to this one. I've had it the past couple days.
Okay.
Valorant does it differently because Valorant only has a certain amount of skins. But let's go with like a bigger scale, like Fortnite, Apex. They have skin variants and they have skins that will never come back. Like there's a skin people are looking after. There's like a vault racing called like Flashpoint that like only OGs have. They're looking for that. That'll probably never come back. There's Assassin for Rape again. Never gonna come back. Other skins are gonna
like the Soul Trooper.
Yeah, there was emotes too. There's an emote that I've been looking for a long time, but I have not seen. So that's kind of the gist of where I was going. So we'll skip that question because that was my fault. So we'll skip that one. Next one. It was kind of a fun summer question. So let's be honest. What do your summer days mostly consist of? Going outside, 5% people said. Playing games, 65% people said. Sleeping in, 25%. None of the above, 5%. So mine was playing games because obviously that's what we do. Billy, was your sleeping in?
I think I said playing games, but I would have to say a little bit of both, but
Yeah. Well, I can tell you.
it's probably more like the video game.
Yeah. I mean, I can
If it's
probably.
a Monday, it's definitely
Yeah. I can say with the utmost confidence that Wade's was going outside. He was that 5%. All right, Wade.
No, I like sleeping in. My video game time usually consists of evenings. So
Yeah.
that's just when like everything's done and I have some freedom. So.
Yeah. No, it's
freedom.
Tell me about it. All right. That's all the Twitter questions we had for the day. That's gonna close out the podcast today. Check us out on YouTube. We have our Wix website that always be in the description. We got a Patreon that pretty much everything that goes there will help expand us to newer, well, not even newer, just expand us to different platforms so we can, get more ways for you guys to listen on the go and stuff like that. You can take a look at our Twitter accounts as well as our Twitch channels as well. So thanks for stopping by and checking us out. Appreciate it.
Later.
Have a good night, boys.